Welcome, everyone. My name is Frank Plesitz. I am your guest and speaker today. I'm here with Adrian Lally with Team Lally, and Attilio is going to join us shortly.
Yes.
You're here because you want to learn how to book more listing appointments from the number one business asset you have, which is your existing database, using video. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. This is actually a training, a specific training. So by the time you're done, I'll walk you through exactly what we've done for Adrian and Attilio that they hired us to do, but you can certainly do it yourself if you have the time for it. And everything that you read in the webinar write up when it comes to how to export your database, how to reconnect with your database, what are the video topics people want, how do we tag along calls to action and reasons for people to respond. How do we fulfill the main objective of the webinar today? Well, I'm going to walk you through it. So before we get into the training part, Adrian, for everyone, I would like everyone just to, I'm not sure maybe who you are, maybe they were forwarded the invite to attend today. Maybe tell everyone a little bit about yourself and what you guys have accomplished with your real estate team over these years, and maybe a little bit of your backstory on how doing what we're talking about today is making you guys money and what people should pay attention. So,
Well,
going over
yeah.
the rest.
Well, first of all, Frank, thank you for putting this all together. We have loved working with you throughout the years. I think we've been working together at least 12 to 13 years.
Incredible.
And you've coached us on the whole video aspect, marketing. There's been all sorts of different things that we've worked together with Vyral Marketing just to be creative, innovative, and, just show up a little different than, what other people in our industry are doing. So first of all, we love being in business with you and with Vyral Marketing. Like it's a part of our marketing strategy every year.
And we're going to go through that system for all of you today to be able to go execute.
Yep. And, as far as our team, I've been around. I've had my license since 2004 is when I got licensed. And we formed more of an official team. Probably like around 2007 is when it really became like a true team. And we've just, grown throughout the years. On average, we're closing anywhere between, usually over about 100 deals per year, anywhere between 100 and like our highest year was like 182. And we've been on radio and TV, and, we have all these different types of, segments of people that we will help, whether it's, military, that is, PCSing. We've got, homeowners that are upside down, they're in distress, facing foreclosure, or just, like they just owe more than the home is worth. We've got our divorcing sellers that we have extensive training with. And then, more recently, we've been really working on the DST side of things and wealth building and just having like a wealth strategy. And with all of these different types of buyers and sellers, Frank and Vyral, they always have some kind of campaign or some kind of marketing that helps to support it and drive it forward. So no matter what it is, like the audience that we're targeting, Frank and his team are like, they're like the creative geniuses that come in and help to support us and help us to execute on these many ideas that we have, and just all these different ways, all these different resources that we have for clients that are in our database or even like not in our database yet.
Let me show everyone your website to kind of visually share what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at the buy side. You have your free buyer's guide and your coming soon alerts and your buyer's escrow and the VA assumable. I mean, what would my home rent for? What's my home worth? Guaranteed sold program, 10K for upgrades program. You have all the events that you hold. Career Night's been big for you on the recruiting side.
Yes, every other month we have a career night at our office.
And police resources. Yeah.
So many resources. Yeah.
So how do we get the word out about this stuff? How do we educate the consumer that Adrian and Attilio and their team there has expertise to lend you to help solve the problems that you have as a homeowner or a buyer? And that's what we're going to go into in depth today. Now, specifically when it comes to your database, Adrian, can you maybe go back 12 years and just share with everyone maybe the problem that you had of like you need to do a better job to stay in touch, you needed help with it. Then our company comes along, you meet me, you're like, man, that's a solution to our problem. Can you tell me, just share with the audience when you were in that situation, you realized you needed something like this system we're going to talk about today executed for you?
Absolutely. So I think back then we were using Top Producer as our CRM, and video was kind of like, we were playing with it, but it was not something that we really understood, like just how to really execute at a high level. And then when we met Frank at, I don't remember what mastermind, maybe it was a radio and television expert mastermind, we immediately signed up because Frank had the game plan, he had it organized, he had the copyright, and he held us accountable. Well, it wasn't just Frank, but Frank has a whole team of awesome coaches that will hold you accountable, and they will follow up with you, and they're going to
Yes,
email,
we
they're going
do.
to call you
Yep.
until you respond, because they are, just as serious about getting that message in front of your database as you should be as a business owner. So, yeah. And then they're also always coming up with different ideas and sharing like what is actually working. Like, what do people want to hear? So we're masterminding and just coming up with those topics that our database actually wants to hear about.
Well, let's get into it, shall we? You guys
Yes,
want to
let's
get
go.
trained? Let's do it. Thank you, Adrian.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you're here today, guys, because you want to get some appointments from your past clients, from your centers of influence, from maybe all the lead nurturers that have been hanging out in your CRM for months and years, all of your contacts. Now, in a perfect world, you'd be able to give me that list. Hey, Frank, I got this spreadsheet of the names, addresses, and phone numbers of clearly all my past clients and clearly all my sphere and clearly all my lead nurturers. As you can see, here it is. Here's this perfect spreadsheet of all these contacts. Said no one ever in my 16 years of doing this, no one has that, which is kind of theoretically, it'd be nice to have that. So we kind of take a little shortcut approach to get it. I'm going to walk you through a shortcut approach to get that list here in the next 10 minutes. If you want to follow along with me, we are going to build your database right now. And the database will be, my definition is anyone that probably has some type of existing relationship with you or knows who you are. We want to get into a list so we can start getting them an email and some social media to communicate with. So I don't have my cell
Right.
phone on me. I wish I did. Yes.
Frank, I just want to share with you. So one of the things that we have as part of our hiring process when we bring on new team members, we have them build their sphere of influence list, and it needs to be a minimum of 200 people. Now, recently, I think like as our team members are coming from different generations, like younger and younger, we didn't realize like this most recent one, she had no emails. Like I think it was all through social media. Like a lot of them are communicating through like the direct messages. And so like that is obviously an issue if we're going to be email marketing. And, your team helped us to kind of brainstorm ways to get the messaging out to all of these people, direct messages through the social media. But again, we need the emails. So start with the end in mind, people. Get those emails, be intentional about at least getting the emails. But, having a cell phone too is also helpful. And then now Attilio has joined us. Welcome to the show.
We're walking everyone through how to export their database to get a reconnect email out to generate some business. That's kind of where we're at right now. So I'm going to show you guys the first thing I'd like you to do today. I'm going to pull this up on the screen. There's this really nifty app. And it's only $4. I recommend you download it. And I would pull it up on my computer screen if I have my phone on me. It's called Export Contacts by Covey. And it exports your entire address book to Excel or a CSV file. And I would really recommend you guys like pull out your cell phones and go search for in the App Store or whatever it is that you use, Export Contacts by Covey, buy it, and it will immediately tell you how many contacts are in your cell phone. And then you press a button and it emails you the spreadsheet. How easy is that?
Frank, What about the duplicates? Does it automatically
I'll get there.
pushes out the duplicates?
It will when you upload it in the email account. So I'm going to walk you through actually the whole waterfall process. So if you're an agent and you want to get some business from your database with video on this webinar, do this. Just start here and I'll walk you through the process. Or if you're a team owner or you're leading agents and they're coming to you saying, how do I get business? I would probably start with what I'm showing you right now. There's a very fast way of doing this. So this is a quick and easy way to grab everybody in your cell phone. Fair enough. And I would like you to download that, export that spreadsheet, and just save it to your desktop. And I'll walk you through how to clean up here in a second. Next, I would assume most of us probably use Gmail or Google Workplace. Maybe you're on Office 365. But you can actually go to your address book inside Gmail. I'm just going to type in, and if you're using Gmail as your main source, you can just click up here in the upper right, and there is an option for contacts. Or you can just type in contacts.google.com. And you know how when you type in an email of someone you previously communicated with, it auto-populates? Well, that's called your other contacts. See this right here?
Yes.
And if you click other contacts, that's the key. You want to click that link right there and give it some time. Give it some time to populate. Give it some, it takes a little while here, and just select the very first contact. And then it gives you this little drop down link right here where then you can select all. Got it?
Yep.
Give it some time. And now select all of the auto-populated emails that come from your past communications. And look at that. I have a lot. And again, all we're looking for here is someone that has like some level of existing relationship with you. I think this qualifies. So we have all the contacts in your phone. And we have all the contacts in your email account. And all you have to do is go over here and click export and just grab that list. So now we have, again, if you know what you're doing, probably in a 5 minutes. Everyone from your cell phone, everyone from your Gmail or Outlook. There's the same way you can do it in Outlook. Let me give you one more. So I can get a little interaction with you guys watching. Would you mind going into the chat and let me know what CRM you're using? Just make sure it says everyone in the chat. Type in your CRM, and I'm going to show you how to export all the contacts in your CRM. So someone in the chat, give me a CRM you're using.
Brevity.
All right. I'm going to Google how to export all of my contacts out of Brevity CRM. And Ted, you can do this in Command 2. What's nice is AI has made our lives a lot easier. And there you have it. Here's exactly how to export all the contacts out of your Brevity. Now, since everyone's on a different CRM, I can't log in and do it. I don't have Brevity.
Yeah.
But you can log in there and just grab it. And little tip, let's suppress or leave out anybody that's bounced or unsubscribed. Let's leave those people out of that export and let's grab all of those contacts.
And Frank, I think that's important to touch on because there's all sorts of rules that are like continue to change as far as spamming and, emailing people that have already unsubscribed. So what is it like? How does Vyral help to make sure that we don't get in trouble? Like,
well, that's next.
Help us not get fined.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to go through the whole process. I know. Like,
awesome.
There's a lot here. I call it the waterfall process of like how you get a list ready to mail.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so again, you just type in KW Command Ted, and there you go. And I would just follow those instructions, making sure you can do that. So I would say, look, if you guys are here and you're watching this and you're taking the time to do this training, please do this. I mean, literally, go grab the people from your cell phone, the people in your email account, the people in your CRM, and you should have 3 kind of spreadsheets sitting on your desktop.
I love that little nugget about the other contacts. Like I was like, oh.
I want to go back to the source of the waterfall. Those contacts, if you don't mind, Frank, it's a little nugget. Let's go back. Let's back it up a little bit. Hold on. Let me make up my backup sound. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, now we backed up. This is my number one tip for how to get good quality contacts into your phone. Adrian, how many contacts do you have in your phone?
30,000.
I have 16,000. Okay.
He's a lot more like, he's a lot more organized. I have a lot of duplicates, so it's probably more like 15.
But hold on. They don't care what the number is. They want to know how.
Oh, yeah.
How did we do that? And I will tell you, here's your number one tip for getting good contacts in your phone. Take that box of 1,000 business cards with your glossy face on it that's 10 years older than what you really look like today, double-sided with fancy QR codes. Take that box of 1,000 cards that probably cost you $100, throw it in the garbage. What do I mean? Why am I saying that, Adrian? That sounds crazy.
Because if you have a card and you just hand it to the contact, then like you're not going to get their information. You want to get in people's phones, and then you have their contact info because you're texting it. Don't do like some app like a share.
Don't do the blink and the this and the that.
No,
that is just you're annoying. Getting way too fancy, getting ahead of yourself. Literally, simple. Put your contact information into the favorites on your phone part. That's the one with the star. So along with your kids, put yourself at the bottom. Your first name is My Realtor. Your last name is your first and last name. So when you call them, it's showing up on the display. It's showing up on their display as My Realtor. And when they're sitting at that country club with their bougie friends and you call them, they're going to be like, who's calling you, Joey? Oh, it's My Realtor. Look. And so throw those cards away, get in people's phones, and then show people how to do it. The layperson's like really grab what's your phone number? I'm going to share it with you. Don't do the bump. Don't do the airdrop, because I will tell you, last thing I'll leave you with, you know where your business cards are, everybody? In the car, there's like this space between the seat and the console. That's where all your business cards go.
Well, thank you, Attilio. Very visual. So let's say you do that and you grab those 3 spreadsheets. All right. Mm-hmm. There's a service called Never Bounce that I pulled up on the screen. There's other competitors. They're not very expensive. But essentially, I want you to sign up, put a couple credits in there. And I want you to upload those 3 spreadsheets to Never Bounce. And then I want you to download the newly clean list, and it removed all the bad emails.
Ooh.
Okay?
Nice.
So that's going to that's like the number one thing you do for deliverability. And again, if you're an agent and you want to connect with your database and you want to get business for database video, this is kind of where it starts. And if you're a team owner and your agents are looking to you being like, what can I do to like move the needle that's not just being glued to a phone all day? I wanted to say that these are some new tools and resources that we did not have 12, 13 years ago. So I'm excited to go, and I'm like, we got to go. The best. They're a Zoom info company.
Yep.
You know, we buy enterprise grade with them. Yeah, they'll clean the email list. All right. Okay, so now we have what they call the valids. Here's all the valid emails of the exports. So you have 3 new clean spreadsheets. You're following along. Now we're going to upload them into an email marketing program. Now, I'm not, without spending a lot of time on deliverability, I'm not the biggest fan of like maybe MailChimp or Constant Contact or whatnot. You need a little more expensive email marketing program to get good deliverability. The one that we use at Vyral, if I could give you a tool that we would recommend, is Emma.
Mm-hmm.
And the Emma Essentials is the best one. This is probably what you need. Yep, you'll have to spend a little money. But you're going to go get an email marketing program that you're going to upload all 3 of those spreadsheets into this. And when you do that, excuse me. And when you do that, excuse me. When you do that, you'll automatically deduplicate all of the emails inside the system. So now you'll have a fully scrubbed, deduplicated list of all of the valid emails of anyone's email that you probably have in your systems, ready in an email marketing account, ready to go. How cool is that?
We love Emma.
Does anyone get excited when they think about what's possible here, or maybe terrified of what you're asking me to do here in a minute?
We love Emma. She's been one of our best hires.
Yep. I believe that. Yeah. Now, little tip. We talked about deliverability of getting this email message out while we're leaving. There's 2 protocols that you have to have set up. It's called SPF and DKIM. Okay. Now, I know this is incredibly technical, but do not send any email from any email service provider unless you take the time to set up this and that. Got it? And this is why it matters. So, you know how your emails go to spam or they get tagged, this might be spoofing or this might be, some sketchy email. That's why.
Yes.
So make sure you take the time to set that up.
So Frank, with like AI and it's ever evolving, we were just talking to another consultant of ours that helps us with our SEO. And what he said is that it's been getting so good that like Gemini will notice like if you've not
it'll make recommendations to unsubscribe and it'll do it for you. Click
automatically.
Yep.
Is any way around that?
Well, yes. So the next level, as we talk about deliverability, is go sign up for Google Postmaster.
Okay.
So Google Postmaster is free.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the best analytical diagnostics of how your emails are performing. And after you got maybe about 3-6 months of data, we just take the screenshots of Google Postmaster and we upload them to ChatGPT and say, analyze these, tell us what to do. That helps. The other thing you do with deliverability, kind of going down this tangent, is anyone who hasn't opened an email in the past 6 months, suppress them. Just suppress them. I know we like to hang on to like some idea that some random multi-million-dollar seller is going to call you from an email they haven't been opening for years.
Yeah.
I get that. But as AI and email marketing, if you're sending out emails and no one's opening, it's a huge red flag, because it's even more of a red flag now because AI is opening a lot of the emails.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times you get your open and click reports. It's because AI is opening and AI is clicking. And one of the ways you know it's AI is it's opened like exactly the second you send it, or sometimes before.
Oh.
Or all of the links were clicked at the exact same timestamp.
Wow.
So you can kind of analyze that when you start getting deeper into the weeds of this stuff.
So with Vyral, we get our click report, and with that click report, it shows the AI is kind of to the side, and so it just tells you like
all the email providers are going back and forth. Do we report that or not? Do we tell the customer that? How do we know it's really AI? Emma used to have a report that would tell you which were the machine opens and machine clicks, and they included it.
Okay.
By the way, I want to let you all know, viewers, how you know this is not AI right now, because Frank sneezed.
Maybe we programmed my avatar to. I will tell you too, again, going down a tangent, just like this is a live webinar.
Yeah.
You're seeing the avatar is getting much better. I think you're going to see more viral clients saying, hey, can you just like send my avatar videos out? They actually look pretty good. They're only going to get better. It's going to be hard to tell a difference unless you know you're looking for it. For what it's worth, for everyone watching this at a higher level, maybe for you, Attilio and Adrian, the live webinars, I think you're going to make a comeback, like having a conversation here, because it is an appointment viewing realness, and it's not an avatar, arguably. And what's interesting is Riverside, which I'll get to here in a minute, now does live webinars inside the Riverside software.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yay.
So
we use that too for our radio show.
Because we have an enterprise account, it's no extra charge.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that here in a minute. So the point is now we have all of these emails sitting in your guys' email marketing accounts. And what I'd like to do is articulate a message that I would like you to write out to everyone as kind of an initial reconnect message with your database. So I'm just going to kind of, if you have your audio recorders, turn your audio recorder on. I'm going to give you some copy here. And then once I'm done with my diatribe of this email message I'd like you to transcribe and write, I would like to ask you in the chat, like what you learned from it or what stood out as I articulated what I want you to write out to this list of all these people that you've known for your entire life. And let's get started. You guys ready for the message?
We're ready.
Here
we go.
So Frank is a master level copywriter. He is better than any kind of AI or chat GPT.
He's better than chat GPT.
Amazing. So just
He's Frank
prefacing it
GPT.
with that. He's genius when it comes to marketing.
Okay, give it to us.
All right. So I'm writing you since we've possibly done a real estate transaction together in the past, or we know each other on social media, or we've communicated at one time. And I wanted to write you and let you know that we're going. First, I want to let you know that we're still selling real estate. In fact, that we've sold X number of homes this year, or I've sold X number of homes this year. And going into 2026, we're going to see a very different real estate market. Like you saw in the news, the Federal Reserve has lowered interest rates again. And probably later in 2026, when maybe Jerome Powell, our Federal Reserve Chair, is up for a new appointee, the prediction markets expect they're going to go down even further. And that lowers the cost, the mortgage payment, the cost of money to buy a home. And I think you're going to see transactions go up. And I think you're going to see home prices go up. And I think you're going to see more activity again in the real estate market. I wanted to write you because what you see in the national news isn't necessarily what's happening right here in Hawaii or right here in our market. And because I've been getting more questions than ever about buying a home, selling a home, and housing affordability, it's been like in the national discourse a lot more recently. I decided to step up and start publishing answers for you with the same questions I'm getting from buyers and sellers and homeowners. In fact, in 2 weeks, I'm going to send you a video on my predictions for the 2026 real estate market. They're guaranteed to be wrong, but I think it'll give you some insight of where I see home prices going. That's the big thing people want to know right now. So you'll get that in about 2 weeks. I look forward to sending you some helpful tips from time to time, answering some commonly asked questions with these videos to help you make informed real estate decisions. So that's the reason I'm reaching out. And if you don't want to get these videos, again, I'm writing you since I think we know each other in some way. No hard feelings. Just scroll down to the bottom of this email and unsubscribe, and you won't get any of these videos from me that I think you really should watch. I think they're really helpful. But with that, if you've read this far and you are possibly thinking about making a move in the future, I do want to let you know 2 things. First is you can search all homes for sale, just like we realtors do, pretty much directly from the MLS, from an MLS feed. Right here on our website, you can see all the pictures and the school districts of what's for sale. And you can go here and save your home searches, and you'll be the first to be notified of anything new that comes on the market that meets your criteria. And you can register here to create an account on the website to search those homes, to save your searches. And if you're thinking of selling, or you have to sell before you can buy, and you want to know what your home is worth, I have a nifty tool that will be pretty accurate and tell you that. And you can put your address in here to find out what your home is worth. I'll also give you a call afterwards since I get notified. And we'll maybe do a Zoom or a FaceTime into your home where I can factor in some unique features of your property that the algorithms can't see to give you a really accurate price, basically what I would list it for in the MLS if you were looking to sell, this week. Then finally, again, thanks for reading all this. If you are actually thinking about buying or selling or investing in real estate, or maybe it's time to sell, given prices are going to go up, and you want to get in on that and put your money maybe into a Delaware statutory trust or a DST, which we have done, book a call with me. Here's my calendar link. I'm happy to offer you a free buying or selling strategy call to help you understand all of your options. It's totally complimentary. You only pay me if the deal goes through at the price and terms you want. I work entirely on commission. So with that, I look forward to staying in touch. Thanks for reading all this. You'll get your first video shortly of what I think is going to happen in the real estate market next year. Stay tuned. Thanks for reading all this, Adrian and Attilio.
Yeah.
So what I'd like to ask you guys in the chat is what stood out when I read that to you of the email I would like you to send out to everybody in your database that's like that.
Well, the other people that are thinking right now too, there's a drunk monkey firing off going, wow, that was really long. So put those questions in there and ask Frank.
We'll answer it. Yeah. So that email is written as a funnel. So if you notice, the very opening of the email enters what's going on in the mind of everybody in your database. Prices, interest rates, it's all over the news right now. So you're addressing the majority of the people in the message, and then you're letting them know that you just want to help them, send them some videos.
Yeah.
Cool. And if they're not interested in real estate, they move on, or they unsubscribe, which is what you really want, so you don't take the spam hit.
Mm-hmm.
Then I said, well, if you read this far and you are actually possibly thinking about doing something, you can become a buyer or seller lead on our website. And then if they're even further interested and they kept reading through all that, I mean, you got them. I mean, that'd be amazing if they read all that.
Yeah.
That's the person you're trying to reach.
That's it.
That's the whole point of the email.
Like sifting through all of these contacts to find the gold. That's what marketing's
supposed to do. I mean,
finding the gold within that database.
Separate the interested from the not interested. I mean, unless you want to go do it manually on the phone with thousands of people.
I would say too, is like the agents, you guys get stuck into this thing like, I'm going to do a 30-second TikTok video. In our experience doing this, we're on tons of social media. The people that have majority of the wealth in this country, I got a news flash for you. They're not watching 30-second TikTok videos to make a decision on what realtor to use. They're not. So you got to have this kind of, like I said, and tell them, why is it called the funnel?
Well, a funnel is because at the very top, you just have a general interest audience. I mean, the way you look at marketing is you want to build yourself a gold machine that you just kind of take a bunch of dirt at the top and you throw it in and you start churning it, start working it to filter out the dirt to find the gold. And then at the very bottom comes out somebody who wants to give you money and hire you to solve the problem. But to find that person that's going to hire you and pay you the price that you want to solve the problem, you have to go through a lot of no's and a lot of not interests to get to yes. And typically, that funnel is you just, being chained to a dialer all day long. You don't have any marketing skill.
Yeah.
But once you start building some marketing skill, you could use marketing in many respects to be that gold machine, gold funnel, like about to do the filtering down so you can prioritize more making calls to people at the bottom of the funnel.
So being more strategic with the people that you're calling.
Yeah.
Call people that know who you are. Call people that have expressed interest in talking. We know
every realtor, your business falls into two categories. You are a prospecting based realtor or real estate team that's marketing enhanced, or you are a marketing based realtor or real estate team that's prospecting enhanced. I will always say go with the first one because you need the first one to stabilize your expenses with the shifts in the market. And when you're going to do the marketing enhancement, make sure you have the best. We've been clients of Frank with Vyral Video, and we have the budget to choose all kind of stuff and be spending a lot of money on stuff that doesn't work. But you got to ask yourself, why have we been this consistent with Frank and Vyral Video? Is because of the information Frank is sharing with us right now. That is not information we had when we were first working with you.
Yeah. Frank is always researching. He's always staying ahead.
Constantly. Yeah. I don't have time to do what Frank does. I just let Frank do it. We
barely have time. It's hard for us. We specialize in to keep track of all this stuff.
Yeah. So it's moving so fast.
So guys, look, you guys are here and you're watching this because you want to get more business from your database. Well, let's round up your database. I showed you how to do it. Let's clean it up. Let's load it up and let's get your first message out. And that's the one that works. And then I would even take that same database and upload it to Facebook. And you can actually, if any of those emails or phone numbers match what somebody used to create their Facebook profile, you can essentially write that email as a post and boost it out to your database that way. So they see it on social media. And that's what we do for every new client here at Vyral. We walk you through that process and do that for you to reconnect with your existing list and kind of the fastest, most effective way of what I showed you there. All right. Now, this begs the next question. Now, you're probably going to get some people emailing back to you like, I want to talk about real estate. I mean, I'm telling you, you send this email out, you'll have some people yelling at you. Great. Don't spend any money on them anymore and say, thank you for telling me you're a hater. And I'll make sure to put you on the hater list and I won't mail you anymore. If they really did not like you, they should actually say they're very interested. And then you'd have to go through all the expense and time of following up the person who was lying to you. Right? That would be more hurtful of them actually saying they're interested. I mean, thank you for telling me you're not interested. I didn't want to hear.
I like the honesty of like, stop calling me, stop bothering me.
Great.
I like that honesty.
You saved me so much money. Thank you for telling me.
Yes.
You know,
I think the unsubscribe button should be animated like a 40 font and right at the top.
yeah, there's a lot of truth to that. There's a lot of truth to that. All right. And you notice how I worked in the email. So the point is now that hopefully gets some response, that gets some things going, but now you have your email list. So now let's talk about how can we start making some videos so we can go from building relationships one-to-one and build relationships one-to-many. And when you start learning how to build relationships one-to-many, that's when you get the benefit of scale. That's where things start getting really exciting, where it's not just one-to-one slogging through everything. You're going from building relationships one-to-one to one-to-many, and you could do that by getting people to watch your videos, like you're spending time with us, right? So I like to show you. Well, actually, let's actually do this. What comes when you start thinking about what type of video should I make? What should I post on social media? What should I send out? I'm going to give you a timeless answer to that question. And the answer to that question, what you should say is, I want you to answer actual questions your target market is asking. That will make sure there's a message to market match and you're supplying demand from people who will actually give you money. So here's my question in the chat. If you guys want to participate, could you write in the chat what's the number one question you're getting as a realtor right now? At the time of this recording, like December, what is the question you're getting when you're talking to buyers and sellers and prospects and homeowners? You're on the phone with leads and they're asking you questions. Write in the chat what question you're getting. When will interest rates go down? Apparently right now. I just happened to see an email come in from my email inbox. I'm going to show this to you. You know how the Fed lowered a quarter point?
Mm-hmm.
So I have apparently I got some money in Cash App. And they decided to email me 9 minutes ago. Your savings interest rate has changed. It's now down to 3.25 from 3.5.
What?
It's because the Fed lowered the rates.
Is real estate going to crash?
Yeah. Is real estate going to crash? When will interest rates go down? Yeah.
Is now a good time to buy?
Mm-hmm. Is it a good idea to sell my home in the winter?
The thing I want to share with you guys, 20 years in this, having thousands of conversations, that the number one answer you can give to a question is another question. Why is that important to you? And
it's a very general question. You ought to get more specific.
Yeah, you always got to drill that question down, because I will give you the ninja of the question that comes your way. Here's the ninja, the Jedi mindset. You're answering a question people are asking, but when you get on the conversation with them, there's always a question behind the question.
So I actually published here on our website, if you go to topics, our suggested annual content plan for real estate professionals. So here's your 2 video topics. So by the way, the 36 touch program we recommended Vyral that all of our customers follow is publishing 2 educational videos every month with a monthly lead generation message. So going forward, I want you to record 2 videos a month that go up on YouTube and get emailed out and posted and everything you'd expect from it. And I want you to send out 1 lead generation campaign. So all of our customers send 2 videos a month and 1 monthly lead generation campaign out to their list. So here's all the video topics. And if you want to click the link in the chat or you want to scroll through these are the questions I really recommend you answer in your videos. You could literally title the video the question if you wanted to. There's nothing wrong with that. But this is going to keep your content grounded to, what remodeling projects provide the best ROI? Or do you need to still pay a buyer's agent commission? And how do I prepare my home for showings? And what can I do if my house isn't selling? These are all great questions. And
you guys have a some kind of a tool that you will run the subject line through.
Well, that's the next thing I want to show you. So you start with, I got you. Oh yeah.
Okay.
So if you
love that tool.
What questions are people actually asking me in my profession?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't even know, go ask ChatGPT. What questions are people asking realtors all the time?
Yeah.
There you go.
They'll give you a list of 10. Yeah.
Not hard. There they are. But now it's like, now what? oh, I got to come up with like what to say. Well, this is the hardest part. So I'm going to show you the script worksheet. I'm going to put the script worksheet in the chat here for you. And let me walk through like the pain of coming up with planning content, because this is what no one really talks about. That is the work. And I'll go through the work. So if you're going to shoot a video, you should probably have a hook, which maybe leads to a backstory or context, which then leads to maybe 3 key points you want to make about whatever you're teaching. And then you have an outro. That is a proven
formula,
consistent formula that whenever you take any professional speaking, whenever you learn how to present on stage, whenever you have to do anything, get their attention, tell a story. You open with a story, give no more than 3 key points, probably by telling more stories, and then tell them what to do next.
And you want to do this in under a minute? Is that the goal?
No, this is for the whole video. I'd probably say 5 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes is your a viral video. YouTube actually recommends longer now. Like if a client wanted to go 10 to 15 minutes, it's actually a little better.
So you can make this 3 to 5 minute long video. And then the other thing you could do is take little bits and pieces, chunk it down, and repurpose it. That's what we
the key
do.
points. The key points you can easily turn into a short.
Yeah.
Hey, Frank, how long have we been a client? Adrian or
I should
Frank?
probably know that, but more than 10 years.
Yeah. More than
I would
10
say
years.
at least 13 years. 13
Here's
years.
what I'm going to share with you guys out there. This how is not the challenge. It's execution and consistency. And I always tell my agents when we're training them, have questions, but don't question it. Don't reinvent the wheel with the topics they're giving you. Just shoot the stinking video and get it out there, because I don't care if you're creating content 10 times a day on social media. It's not going to be as effective as
making
viral.
What we're really trying to do is articulate your competence. I mean, we're trying to articulate your competence as a professional to provide safety and certainty to a prospect that has a problem they need your help solving.
Yeah.
That's the foundation. And a lot of times when you start jumping around and maybe doing dances on TikTok for social media, you kind of get a little distant. I'm not saying those aren't bad, but they're very complementary to the core competency of why someone's going to write you a check to guide them through a traumatic experience, which is typically buying or selling a house.
Frank, here's what we do know. Views, likes, comments, reposts do not translate into closed transactions.
Well, we're going to get there. That's where the lead generation email comes in. Yeah. Well, you guys know what's up. Like we're all on the same page here.
I just want to comment too that you just be ready, because I remember there was one email that Frank had written, and we were not ready for the response. We're like, they were just like the responses were flooding in. We had like 35 people that just like responded. So be ready once you deploy this to have either like, yourself, your team, like be ready to be super responsive to those people that are replying back.
And again, reminders, agents, this is a reciprocal relationship. You've got to do your part, which is shoot the videos.
Yes.
So let's walk through here how to prepare a video shoot. So let's say you figure out what you're going to say for all these things. And then even further, we figure out what's the search phrase we're optimizing for. What is the YouTube title? What is the subheadline for the blog post and the meta description, social media post? What's the video email description and YouTube description? What's the thumbnail image text? What are the chapter titles on YouTube? What hashtags are we going to use? How are we going to split test the email subject lines? What's the email preview text and the complimentary YouTube short title? And then what is, if you want to shoot a separate reel or ad to advertise the video, what is that script? The point is, this is where your brain goes, what's the right answer? I got to think this through. I got to.
All the agents watching this right now are going into a coma.
Well, I'm going to show you that we programmed ChatGPT to help us out with it. So watch this, guys. Can you write me a viral marketing script answering the question of where are home prices headed in 2026?
In a bullet.
When you write your answer, you are welcome to use this article. So now what do? We take this, okay? I'm just going to do a quick Google search, okay? And I'll try to find like a good story. Perfect. Perfect. I'm going to copy and paste this whole article from NAR. See this?
Mm-hmm.
Now go back here.
There you go. You Googled your prompt.
Yeah.
Yes. And
So
the
now,
source. Yep.
all right. There we go. Below is your complete viral marketing video script with the full messaging plan. YouTube title, YouTube description, thumbnail ideas, YouTube hashtags, email subject lines you can split test at Emma, Facebook post, Instagram post, LinkedIn post, Google My Business post, YouTube short title, YouTube short script, and here's the hook, the story, the key point 1, key point 2, key point 3, outro with the complimentary blog article. How amazing is that?
I always add in my second prompt is my goldfish prompt.
What's that?
I have an attention span of a goldfish. Make it more concise. And so I like that. Yeah.
I want to show you that, we
Ted wants you to do it again.
Well, give me a topic, Ted. What do you want? Got lost. Oh, there's a recording for you, buddy.
That's okay.
The point is, what are questions people are actually asking? Right. Let's create a content plan. So I gave you
the framework.
Or the framework.
Yes.
Oh, that's helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you think I'm the only person that's answered this question? No. Google it. Go grab something really awesome that's maybe ranked really high on Google of like maybe some sources. Throw it all in AI, or you normally give it to somebody. You don't have to give it to them because AI can do it. And say, maybe lay down like 80, 90% of this for me. Now I would take that, and then I would go use some human intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And personalize that. And now it's time to actually shoot the video.
Yeah.
How is that, guys? So now it's time to shoot.
For Ted, just to keep it simple, figure out, what questions your clients are asking you all the time. Take that, start your video with that question and answer it. You're doing it all the time. Just what Frank's saying is just videotape yourself answering that question so that you can repurpose that information out.
So now it comes time to actually record content. Let me tell you where the world's heading. The whole green screen room and everything else is kind of passe. Really what's happening is you're sitting down with an editor or a producer or a director or even a journalist, the New York Times, and you're using Riverside or something like this. And this, you hop on your webcam, you hop on your iPhone, whatever, and you're recording the video with someone. So we at Vyral actually get on Riverside with you and coach you through the video, just letting it roll, letting it record, and kind of shooting it scene by scene. Then we edit it up, and the footage goes directly to an editor, and then we take it from there. So that's what makes this really nice. Is it's really easy to just get on a call with someone and have a conversation, or someone coach you through the video. With basically glorified Zoom link, just how you guys joined the Zoom webinar today.
Mm-hmm.
And then here I am. And I'll tell you, the new iPhones, you can actually record right on this thing. And this webcam I'm using is like the latest webcam. I think it looks phenomenal. It's the Elgato Facecam 4K. It was $200.
How far we've come since the beginning.
$200.
Yeah, like it's
phenomenal.
Really, we've come so far since that starting video. I think that you had sent that out to our database, and Attilio and I got a good laugh out of it.
It is funny. Yeah. And I think the modern getting dressed for work isn't necessarily, what you're wearing. It's probably maybe, getting a good webcam, getting a good microphone, maybe getting some lights.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now you can, look right at the screen, make eye contact with the viewer. Big difference. I want to look at the lens.
Yep.
And now talk to them and get them to know you in a one-to-many way, answering commonly asked questions with that script. Send it out, and it's going to create a relationship with people to attract them towards you, of being good at articulating that competence of what you do. So anyways, once you shoot the video inside Riverside, then you hire someone, or you do it yourself, let's walk through the editorial process of what's next. All right, you shot the video. What's next? Well, it needs to go to a video editor to make it look good. Then it goes on your YouTube channel with a thumbnail and a description and maybe a complimentary short. I think we all get that. Then it goes on your website. We build one for you at Vyral that's specific for how we use things, but it goes on your website probably as a blog post with a complimentary article. Great. Then it gets put together as an email that gets emailed out to your whole list with some other calls to action around it to maybe find out what your home is worth or to search for homes on your website. It gets posted on your Facebook business page. It gets posted on your LinkedIn business page. It gets posted on your Instagram. And then the big one, which I think is the most important, is your Google My Business page. Put it there. I think that's the most important one. And then we encourage you to share.
And then Vyral puts it in all of these places on your behalf.
Oh yeah,
wow.
We don't post it manually by hand. It's exhausting.
Yeah,
it's a lot. And then you take that video and, if you want, load it into a Facebook account to do a little bit of retargeting, so people see it online with some ad spend.
Yeah,
to your website traffic and viewers. And then we even put it on a postcard, so you can mail it out to your most valuable contacts. Because you can't necessarily, if you really were to take your best leads and your best clients and your best prospects, are you really going to trust just email or social media algorithms to serve up your content? Probably not. That's why we like to use postcards to make sure that we can get the message out that way. And that's the editorial process. And again, like I said, you could do that yourself, or you hire someone to take responsibility for that, of getting that
It's like
out.
having like 3 or 4 assistants that are all focused on marketing, doing all this whole process. And you get all of that just by being a Vyral client.
And I will tell you right now, I'm going to read the minds of everybody watching this now and in the future and forever and ever and ever. You're going to be thinking, I'll save money. I've learned all this stuff and I can use ChatGPT and I'll do it myself. That would be true of all the super fit people that have home gyms.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
it doesn't work, people. You got to hire somebody to keep you accountable and to do all that. I mean,
take responsibility. I mean, we if you were to go to your marketing person and say, hey, marketing person, here's the marketing plan that I wrote. Do it. Go. Execute it. Right? So I gave you guys the marketing plan, and now you have to decide, who's going to take responsibility for that position on the team to do it. Vyral does that, but it's there. But I want to go a little bit deeper. You guys shared just posting videos by themselves isn't going to generate listing business. I'm going to share with you guys.
Not going to move the needle.
Nope.
Yeah, it's designed to get people to know you and like you and want to respond to you. And it's like a brand. I see this person as a credible, competent professional that can help me. That's nice. I don't really need them right now. Plus, you're not really asking them or telling them necessarily what to do. So every month, we send out an extra email. So you have your 2 videos a month. That third message every month is designed to spike response from the list. And the way you spike response is you come up with basically a free gift or an offer, and you ask people to put their information if they want it. Let me give you an example. So in November, look at that guy. Who's that guy there?
Oh, look at that handsome guy.
In a collared shirt. Stepped it up that day. All right, so let me read this to you. For those of you who are listing property, this is your reminder to send out your invite to download your newly published Fall 2025 Home Selling Guide. This is your November lead generation campaign. Okay. Now you can get the guide from Keeping Current Matters with a free trial. A shout out to them for their great service. The actual guide itself, you can actually go get it from Keeping Current Matters. Isn't this cool? Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah, they already have it for you. How cool is that?
Yeah.
So that's nice. All right, I got this guide. Okay, well, we'll create a landing page and send a direct response style email out to your database with an invitation to download it. And here's what that landing page looks like. Easy peasy.
So professional looking.
So easy.
With some lead capture.
Yeah.
Some lead capture.
That's all it is. And when someone opts in, it goes to you. All right. So what happened? Well, long story short, I want to recognize Monique for sending this out on November 7th and generating 17 leads.
Nice.
So 17 people in her database went to download her free home selling guide. That's pretty cool. Would you like to know 17 people that put all their contact information in to download a home selling guide?
Absolutely.
And look, I don't have double-blind, placebo-controlled, statistically significant data on this, but I would tell you that for probably every 10 downloads, it's 3 appointments, 1 sale.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what that looks like. So you can go to your list and say, hey, I have a ticket to a home selling workshop. Would you like one? Hey, would you like to find out what your home is worth? Click here. Hey, would you like a cash offer on your home and have some investors see what they would pay for it? Click here. Hey, would you like a free pre-listing renovation consultation? Maybe what you should maybe renovate now with your 10K of free upgrades before you list. Request here. You should send out a lead generation message once a month or post it on social media back to a landing page with like an offer for immediate response to spike leads. And then you call them. And the whole idea of how you book more appointments from your database with video is you can get a list, arguably, of all the people that are watching your videos. And you get these opt-ins from people taking your offers. Now you just call those people. How much easier is that?
They've already been warmed up.
Yeah. So much easier.
Yeah.
Than kind of Neanderthaling your way through a bunch of cold calls or a bunch of people that don't want to talk to you or don't know who you are.
Yeah.
I'll even go a step further. Is you can probably now hire someone to reach out to these people on your behalf to book the appointment. And here's a script that works so well.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say Adrian Attilio, you're sending your videos out and you're, sending your lead generation emails out and you hire me as your assistant. I will now come work for you. And you're going to say, hey, Frank, call all these people and book phone calls with me and people who actually want to buy or sell. I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
So you give me the list and here's my script. Hi, Jane. My name is Frank Klesitz. I work for Team Lally. You may know Adrian or Attilio. They asked me to call you. I understand that you just maybe received their video on whatever topic, or I understand maybe you work with them in a transaction in the past, or I understand that you just downloaded our home selling guide, whatever. And the reason for my call is they wanted me to offer you a free home buying or selling strategy call. Would you have any interest in talking to them about a move that maybe you might be planning on making or maybe buying investment real estate? They can guide you. I have their calendar here. Would you like me to book a complimentary call with them? Oh, thank you for calling. Yes, I'd love that. Great, I'll book it. If you could have an assistant reaching out and booking those calls now that you've laid down the foundation of the brand with video to your database.
Yeah, that call is so much easier. Yes, that call is so much easier.
So I would argue, if you just wanted some appointments in your calendar, do Vyral Marketing, hire an understudy or an assistant or an intern or a junior agent to make those calls.
Or a virtual assistant, because that's what we. Yep. I'm giving you guys hands on. We use virtual assistant to book these appointments for us. We got that VA from yourvamatch.com, and yeah.
We also use VAs to help us support on the marketing side that work directly with Vyral Marketing.
Yep.
And
we've leveraged that.
Yeah. So Frank, with all of these tools and resources and value, I mean, I'm thinking like, as if I'm, watching, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this has got to cost an arm and a leg. Like this is like going to be out of my budget.
Yeah.
Just because of all these things that you do. And I just want to say, like, it's
charge
very
$19.95 up front,
reasonable.
And $7.25 a month. And we give you a 90-day money-back guarantee of results.
Wow.
Because that's the biggest issue is like, hey, I think I'm going to go buy this marketing. And what if it doesn't work? Well, it should work.
90 days. Money-back guarantee.
Give it a good 90 days. And if it's not getting the job done, give your money back. And then if you guys need a virtual assistant to make those calls or in any aspects of your business, Adrian and Attilio are phenomenal at sourcing foreign talent. And if you go to your VA match, they can.
Yeah, we have it's like a dating app for VAs. So no dating, just business. The I always want to share the perspective of the people, like we're the agents, you're the one that does this for us. And what does this really look like for us? I will say that it's created an opportunity for the people who know us, but don't need to use us right now to be top of mind. Number one, because nobody needs 87% of the time, people don't need an agent. But when they do, you hope they think of you. So it keeps us top of mind. Number two, even when they get ready to pull the trigger and they want to do business with us, the content that Frank helps us create allows them to interview us before they interview us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yep. It helps them get to know you. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's it, guys. I wanted you to, thank you, Attilio. I wanted you to come to this webinar and deliver on the promise of how can I get some more appointments, some more meetings with homeowners or people in my database using video. And I think for the hour of a webinar, I think we delivered on that. And you guys can go execute some of the ideas that...
There was so much information, Ted couldn't even keep up.
It's okay, Ted. You got the replay. You can watch it over and over again. And then also, I would say, reach out to Vyral Marketing. Do a free consult and ask your specific questions. But like, we've been very, very happy clients of Vyral.
We've been a client for 10 years plus. I wasn't even following all the stuff that Frank does because he's our easy button.
Yes.
We make the video. We make the video, and he does all the rest.
We'll send the replay link out afterwards. Actually, the same registration page that you use to register for this turns into the on-demand replay afterwards to watch.
Yeah.
Right? Perfect. All right.
Good job, guys. I appreciate it. We'll send this out. Thanks for doing this. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Aloha.
Yes.
Aloha. Bye.